What I'm doing. Hello, Stock Planner here. Welcome back to the Stock Planner channel. Today is July 1st. It's a hot one in Virginia. This is vacation week for a lot of people, including stockbrokers. There's a potential for being a slow week with an early closing of the stock market on Wednesday at 1 o'clock and totally closed on 4th of July. There is some economic news being reported with the Fed announcing some findings on Tuesday, and we have the unemployment rate being released on Friday. I hope you're making your plans for a very profitable week. Today, I'd like to look at 3 undervalued stocks that I think are going to reverse. BABA, PayPal, and the third one is Etsy. Now, why do I like undervalued stocks? Given enough time, there is analysts that project, in this case, PayPal to be going up by 31%, up to $75.98. $75.98 is way up in here, somewhere in there. And that's given enough time, and if the analysts are right, you could make some money. Undervalued stocks can reverse rather quickly, and there's a great deal of potential for a quick profit. Also, if that truly is the level of resistance, you've taken the downward risk off the table. Now, how do you predict that? A lot of people use the MACD. This is a zero lag MACD. When there's a crossover, that indicates maybe it's going to go up. And when the RSI is below the 30 and comes and crosses, that's a sign that it might go up as well. And we had that indication in this area right here, but then it continued on and went down. Now we're waiting for that confirmation to come back around again, and hopefully that RSI will tell us when to get in. Now, but since I'm a longer-term trader, maybe out to August and September for this, getting it in a little early doesn't hurt. And this is the TTM squeeze. It's momentum, and right now the momentum is down. And yeah, there's the momentum down. And when that starts swinging the other way, again, it works in waves, and then likewise on your up and down. We haven't seen that fade yet, fade up. Earnings is coming up. So if this truly is the bottom, you've lowered your risk, that downward risk, and really have to worry about when to take profits. And this undervalued stock, maybe people are waiting for the earnings, which will propel this thing up. Swing trading and technical analysis using a chart works quite nicely, but you also have to use a fundamental analysis. I'll show you that when we really actually analyze this stock for real. But I can also minimize my risk to be risk $1 to make 3. And that's a good risk-reward ratio. And I'll show you that in this video too. So let's get started. But before we do, I want to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor. In fact, I would be hesitant to take any financial advice from anybody on the internet. And I would be hesitant to buy anything. I'm not selling anything. I would ask you to like and subscribe, but that's all I'm asking. But I promise you, if you learn how to do this, if you learn how to swing trade, if you're not too greedy with your money, and if you can wait and do some patience, you can develop your own winning strategy and win for life. Now let's get started in developing that and learning from each other. Doing fundamental analysis, I often go to FinViz. It's a free website application. A lot of people use it. It does a lot of things too. It has a good screener and lots of functionality for free. I'm a swing trader. I look for the tops and the bottoms and try to trade the range in between. Looks like a resistance level here at $87 and a support at 68 and 87. Then if you believe in the 50% that this will eventually retrace from its last run up, it should come up to about 80. This stock is optional, and it's listing its target price for 1 year at $104, way up here. So if you can wait around long enough, and if you believe the analysts, this is a long-term buy. The last downgrade was in February. And there's an article here, the world's 30 best companies according to media. And it looks like this article says that Alibaba is one of those top best 30 companies according to media. Let's dig a little deeper. BABA or Alibaba is the Amazon of China. The healthy company, and right now it's very undervalued, 50% less below the undervalued estimate of fair value. Earnings are forecast to grow by 14%, trading at a good value among its peers, and analysts are good agreement that it will go up by 46%. That's a large chunk. JD.com is another China company that's very popular. Share price versus fair value. The current price is 72. Should be trading at 152 in about a year. So it's definitely undervalued. These are the peers. JD.com is a good value as well. And here is Alibaba. Earnings has leveled off. Revenue, it's on a good trajectory up. The company, industry. So the company is going to grow a little less than industry-wide. Maybe that's a factor in why this stock is keep going down. But the Chinese economy is another factor. Again, I'm looking for those bottoms and tops, and then can project that 50% retracement. Again, the tops and bottoms and 50% retracement around $80. There's a little green dot that says, hey, on the zeros lag MACD, this should go up. The RSI, which is an indicator that a lot of people use for overbought, oversold, it looks like this has been oversold and it should come up and turn around. And this is a TTM squeeze indicator. You could use other indicators. It's a momentum indicator, and it looks like the momentum is on the upside. In TradingView, it's listing this as a strong buy, and its target price is the same as in FinViz, 104. Earnings are coming up in September. Now, I have a trade that I did just the other day, actually Friday. It's a long play. It's a bull put spread, and my break even is around 72. As long as it stays above 72, 59, above, and it's very close. Stays above that till October, I have a winner on my hands. Of course, I could, if it comes up in this area here, I can always take a profit at any time. So is this the right call? Is it going to turn around, or can it keep coming down? Very much could. And this could be a support level down here at 68. So my conclusion, after a long downward drift, that it's going to reverse. And if it doesn't reverse right away, it'll reverse before October, mid-October. So I went long with a bull put spread. Using FinViz to look at the next undervalued stock. And again, this is one I'm buying. I like the fact that FinViz puts these channel lines in. And if you're playing breakouts, this is a breakout to the downside. If you're a mean reversion, the mean is somewhere up in here, and it'll revert back to the mean. Again, this stock is optional, and the target price is at 75, 76. 76 is way up there in outer space. This is a pretty nice green snowflake. It's not as full as some, but this is very much undervalued. Great company financial past, and the health of the current financials are in good shape. Doesn't pay a dividend, and the growth is not, we can glean from it, the growth is not that much. Yeah, earnings expected to grow about 4% to 5. But it's undervalued by 34%, and earnings grew by 60% over the last year. There's not much wrong with this stock. Again, looking for those bottoms and tops, and we had a top here, and we don't know if we have a bottom yet. The zero lag MACD says we should be going up because we have a crossover, and the RSI went above the 30. That's a normal sign that it's going to go up. And again, I did this a couple of days ago, but it's now below the 30 again, and we have, sometimes people wait for another confirmation. And this TTM squeeze is still on a downward trajectory. It's still fading. So there could be some more downside, but obviously I'm thinking this is going to reverse. We have earnings coming up. I'm hoping for a good earnings report, and I'm hoping we'll shoot up. I sold a put with a break even of about 59 and an expiration in September 20th. Selling a put is a long strategy, a long option strategy. But you could do other things. You could do a bull put spread. You could buy a call. Lots of things. Do you think it's going up? or do you think it's going to down? The stock has been oversold. Do you think it's going to be a reversal soon? I sell options, and I've given myself, I think, enough time to be profitable. A lot of people just do a week and things like that, trying to predict it. It's hard to predict the reversal in 1 week. It happens sometimes. Well, here's another beaten down stock called Etsy. It's an online arts and crafts, handmade goods, some antiques. I'm in the antique business, so I like to follow these kind of stocks. Earnings is coming up in early September, late July. But you can see that this stock has been beaten down lately, and it tried to rise a little bit, but it has today has since dropped. There was that rise, and you can see that it did. And we have this zero lag MACD that says go up. When the RSI is below the 30th, that's an indication that might be a reversal soon. That's what I think. It's been beaten down too long, and there seems to be a level of support along here. The fade and the flip. And you can see over here, by the way, that these are my indicators. Zigzag, zero leg MACD. It's a free indicator in TradingView. Relative is strength, RSI, and the TTM squeeze. These are all indicators that are free out there on TradingView, and you can have 3 of those indicators on the free version, which is almost what you need. You just got to decide which ones. The last one is this zigzag, and it's not an indicator. It uses future data and repaints itself, and that's why it's perfect. Boy, if you could just use that, and every time you have a peak, get a single, that'd be perfect. So let's see if we can find an option trade using Etsy and see what we can do. That's low cost because I'm starting to run out of money. I don't have a lot to play with. I have about 30 trades going on at the moment. A lot of them are long term. So let's go to a free tool called Option Strat, and we want to use Etsy, ticker symbol ETSY, Etsy. And I want to go out to September, give myself enough time for it to reverse. We're going to optimize Etsy. You can put your target price in there if you want, and your budget, but I'm going to play with this, and I'm going to be bullish. And you're looking at, you could buy a long call for about $1,000 worth of risk. You could do a short put. That looks good. 450 to make 82. That looks good. If your budget's around $500. And we're going to look at bull put spread. It's at $836 in risk, but let's see if we can get that down. Now you need a margin account to do this. So we think it's going to go up, but maybe not that far. Maybe to 65. Move this up to 60. We need 500, same as your put. But this time you get almost $400, and your max loss is 135. I like this, that ratio. The most I can lose is 135, and I'll make nearly 400 bucks. Let's check the break even, $61.35. So it has to move by $3. Let's take a look at that chart again. 61.35. September 20th is our expiration. Let's just take a look at that chart. Selecting a long, 61.85. Is that what it says? There. Nope. 61.85. Right there. That's good enough for government work. Now you can go ahead and make it exact, and we want to be September 20th. Yes, September 20th. 61.35. Somewhere around there. Now, do you think this is going to reverse itself and get to that? And then this is our profit area. This is our profit area. If it gets up to there, we can start taking profit at any time. And if it goes up to 70 bucks, this is our profit area there. We can make around 200 bucks. Take an early profit. Or you can hold it on to the end and then get your full $365. Let's see what 70 looks like as our top. 70 is right about there. That's close enough. 70 is right about there. And if it happens to get up to there, we can take a full profit. But anywhere in here is a win. Anyone here is a win. You can take those profits at any time. So you have to be convinced that this is going to reverse. Are you convinced? We'll go up. We'll continue on down. One thing for sure, this stock is seriously undervalued and seriously oversold, with an expectation of the analysts to go up by more than 20% at 68.57. 68.57 is where we want to be for our profit. Well, that's all I have for you. We looked at 3 undervalued stocks: BABA, PayPal, and Etsy. All 3 are high quality stocks. One's a China stock. You may not like that. I prefer to buy undervalued stocks instead of stocks that are at an all-time high, like Apple. Should you buy now or should you wait for a pullback? And I do believe this stock is going to pull back. Not everybody can afford to buy a new Apple. Well, that's all I got for you. Remember to do your own due diligence. These are not recommendations. Learn how to do this. Learn how to use the tools and win for life. Happy trading. I hope you have a fabulous week and a fabulous 4th. Thanks for watching.